Poetry arises out of pressure and thirst. It's a spring bursting out of the rocky terrains of our hearts as it is squeezed often into submission till it breaks open to let word, sand, light and gold flow out. In the breakage lies poetry, and in poetry lies redemption. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. Waiting for my flight to Chennai at the Kolkata airport. All these strangers are mine. I have known them as breath with me in conjoined awareness. I have walked streets with them, often bought coffee. Sometimes I have smiled at them as we do as people who are part of a whole, on journeys heading home or to places which mean something. Who are we if not a confederation of flesh and souls trying to merge without losing what we know as ourselves? I will not talk to the lady beside me, but she knows she can turn to me to make sense of garbled announcements. Maybe then we will get to converse. That's how we travel as strangers, in flights, buses, trains, apprehensive of losing our way, but not tense. Because a thread connects us as souls, as people, as this earth is ours and everyone and everything is a wish and an ask away. And I pray that we will be gentle in our giving and taking and find poetry in the way we find our way. Confused as often we are, looking around for help, knowing we are only jagged ends, but will always find ways to fit into each other. Knowing we are only jagged ends, but will always find ways to fit into each other. We are all strangers singularly and a brotherhood en masse, with a seamless earth and a sky being shared between us in spite of boundaries, of homes, cities, countries, continents, hearts, color. We cannot but be similar, looking out for each other and being there, lending a hand when we see the other struggle. The tragedy of borders is their illusion of easy divisibility. But a line drawn is a slash on a heart which in spite of divisions seeks conjoinment in thought, religion, spirit or opinion. How can we be anything less than a whole? If a million stars can be a galaxy and adorn the skies with their synergetic beauty, how can millions of us be merely individuals concentrating on differences, trying to find our fulfilments alone and not strive for connections? I love the idea of all of us solitary as a reality, but being part of a collective as a necessity. It could be the way our parents are the nurturers and the caregivers, to the way we marry and start our own broods, seeking and getting succor and shoulders. It's not a case of quid pro quo, but a primordial need. We are not meant to be alone, however much we might do a Thoreau. And if we can be at one with a partner, why can't it be with a collective, a mass, a country, across countries? In the hullabaloo of our own egos and existences, we forget we are lesser alone as soon enough we start to struggle with the minutiae of our solitary existences, wondering where time went, wondering why we are not what we can really be. In the schemata of life's design, we are made independent by body, but are never enough in brain or brawl to pull the entirety of our existence alone. It is my firm belief that it is the universe's strategy, its design, that we are made adequate but lesser, so we can reach out, join hands, and find both the strength and the comfort of being in each other's company and support. We are more because we are more, lesser when we are less. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. If you enjoyed this poem, rate it on Spotify or leave a comment on Apple Podcast. And I have a lovely newsletter called The Uncuts, which is like a Sunday dollop of warmth and fun and beauty. Subscribe to it. The link is in the show notes. And if you loved this episode, please do share it with someone you love. See you next week.